what can I say? It's just been such a wonderful start. Khyrunnisa's book launches have become, for me, both a pleasure and a habit. Because indeed, as Archana pointed out, I did my first one for her with the first Butterfingers book in 2008 or 9, I think it was, which was Howzzat Butterfingers. And that was a book which was the first children's book I was reading in a while, since my kids had passed through that stage already. I remember reading the first couple of Harry Potter books just to have a sense of what they were getting into. But I hadn't read a children's book for a long time. And when I was approached by a mutual friend to launch this book, I said, a children's book, what are we going to do with that? Then, of course, it turned out to have a cricketing theme, so I said, all right, then in that case, I'll do it. And when I read, I was utterly beguiled and captivated, because Khyru has this amazing knack of storytelling.
This book is the 8th in the Butterfingers series. And the Butterfingers series started with Howzzat Butterfingers in 2010. It was a cricket-based novel, a humorous, fun novel. And it was followed by Goal Butterfingers, a football-based novel. And then Clean Bowl Butterfingers, a cricket-based novel again. And then there were 3 collections of short stories, followed by another novel, Smash It Butterfingers. So after those 7 books, we have this one, a new format, a comic book, a fun book like all the others. And it has 100 pages, 3 stories, and children just love the books because of the fun and the school and the humor and the stories. So I'm sure children should enjoy this.
No spoilers here, but the thing I want to tell you is the misadventure begins from the moment you open it. In fact, this book is truly amazing. Beyond the hilarious part, there's an underlying theme of friendship, self-discovery, unexpected twists and turns, and many more heartwarming moments as we dwell into this book.
Not only did I enjoy it and launched it, but subsequently I've launched all the 8 Butterfingers books in the series, and 2 more of her books besides, which were not part of Butterfingers, but to do with one with her travels with her husband, and one a compilation of the columns that Saraswati Nagarajan mentioned. So it really has been for me a long journey that I'm looking forward to continuing as long as both of us are around, Khyru.
Shashi Tharoor said, I think it's the 3rd book, but he said, you write all the Butterfingers books and launch them. I don't think he thought I will. That's his word, and I have done that, and he has stuck to his promise. Thank you so much.
I actually read it. The only time I have to read by and large these days is on planes. So I was somewhat mortified at the prospect that somebody would say, did you know we saw Shashi Tharoor reading a comic book on the plane? So I hid it inside the pages of a newspaper and read it faithfully. Fortunately, the seat next to me happened to be empty on that flight. But I will tell you that it was an utter joy, because all the trademark Khyrunnisa characteristics are in this book. That is, the meticulous plotting. She is one of the most delightful plotters. If you ever want to sort of, ask any child what keeps them turning the pages, it is undoubtedly the desire to know what happens next. And in every one of her books, I've noticed that not only does she create these wonderful plots, but she always resolves them most satisfactorily at the end. All the loose ends are tied up. Little clues left in the beginning are solved at the end. And so you have the satisfying feeling that something has been accomplished as a reader. You've solved a mystery, you've gone through an adventure, whatever it may be, and it always gives you a happy ending.
Yeah, just wanted to talk about Miss Khyrunnisa's newest book, and the fact that I've been reading this since 2010 with Howzzat Butterfingers. It's just as fresh and just as engaging as all of her books have been, and even Tinkle and Butterfingers in comic book form again. And I'm really hoping everyone will look forward to reading this. The tone of a function is like this, is a reflection of the quality of the audience, and you are a lovely audience. Thank you. Comics cut across all ages. I had great fun writing the stories. I hope you have greater fun reading them. Thank you all very much.